Hello and welcome to another episode of Novice Chess. So we're going to jump right into a game here on lichess.org, if we can find a decent one. Okay, so we have a 3-1. Uh, it's good that there's an increment. Someone playing c4, huh? We'll get into an English. Will this be on YouTube? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Um, quite possibly. um, okay, so do I want to go e4 here? E5? Seems reasonable. Um, okay, so he's kind of conceding control over the dark squares. What is his plan here? Ah, he wants his knight there, so should probably get out of this pin sooner rather than later. And perhaps getting out of the pin with a counterattack is the best way to do things. I don't really like my queen on b6, but it's kind of temporary. If he wants to take, he'll help me develop my... Ah, okay. He'll help me develop my rook, so... Okay, this should be fine. Actually, this should be more than fine after knight d4. So the point is I'm hitting the pawn, and if he chooses to defend it, he's going to have to do something like rook a to e1, which looks pretty messy. Ah, okay, I see what he's doing. Yeah, he can do that, but I don't know. I guess. It's hard to say. Yeah, this is a bit messy, admittedly. I'm trying to figure out how... Okay, so there's an increment, so I can think a little bit on this. Yeah, this is a bit messy. A bit messy to say the least. So now I'm hitting two pawns. He's hitting a pawn, threatening to win two different pawns as well. It's gonna get messy. So the question is, if I take and he goes rook c3. No, he can't go rook c3. So take My knight doesn't really have many squares after that. That's the problem. So I can just take here, right? Force him to capture and then kind of defend my pawn again. Then maybe I could even get active with things like rook. I think this is good. I think this is good for black here. This is probably okay, I'd imagine. Mm. So take. If he pushes, I take. If he doesn't push, okay, then I just do this. The point is now it's very hard to stop this blockade. Now I can get active on the dark squares. Perhaps even some dark squares are fun. Dark squares are fun. Oh, I shouldn't have my stuff on light squares here. Oh wait, maybe I should. It's hard to say. No, this is not good. Accept. So luckily the increment saved me here. Good game. Rematch. All right. We will have a 2 out of 3 here, or best of 3. At least 2 games. Yes. Okay. So usually black doesn't voluntarily give up this bishop because it may become valuable in the future. So how do we make this happen here? I think e5 is something I may want to do. But first let me just put a little bit of pressure on this square here. Not that it looked like he was going to develop his bishop anytime soon anyway, but I'm not seeing any issues with whatever's going on here. Okay. I feel as though I can do this. which I think is pretty clever. Wait, can't I just do this? Isn't this a tactic here? Just winning a pawn, right? At least. Whew. This is weird. I mean, if you think about it, look at all black's pawn moves, right? And also look at how many pieces I have developed. So that kind of lent the idea that there may be a tactic here. I've been spending time developing my pieces, controlling the center, all opening principles. Okay, neither of us have gotten our king too safe, but yeah. Okay, if he wants to give me a pawn, that's fine with me, one way or the other. And I can just retreat my bishop here. This pawn is immune from capture for the same reasons. Now I'm ready to castle, and I mean, if he goes knight g6, I can just tuck my bishop back. Or maybe even put it on g3 to keep this pressure here. And now I'm ready to castle, pretty much. So, castle. And now I'm just threatening to take this and then cause some problems for my opponent here. A little bit ahead on the clock. Okay, so he's kind of diffusing that idea. And okay, so is there any way I can control these squares in a better way? Wait, can't I do this? I'm making things really difficult for my opponent, because if he captures and then I capture with a bishop, his bishop is under some fire here. So captures. It's hard to calculate this stuff. Captures. Okay, do I just capture with a rook, or this should be fine, right? Hitting the bishop. This is kind of complicated here. Just more pressure. More pressure while still defending this pawn. Is that right? Ah, clever. Wait. This way. Okay, so hitting this guy twice, it's defended twice. I guess I have to get out of this. It's gonna get messy. Okay, that was okay. Good game, good game. Best 2 out of 3? All right. Cool, cool, cool. One more, one more. I definitely don't want to go out on a draw and then a win without giving an opponent a chance to fight back here. Okay. I have no idea what to do here. So, uh, hmm. E5? Is this a move or? E5 takes, knight takes. Oh, maybe bishop out first, then E5. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a bit much. This is a bit much. This B pawn, I don't know. Uh-huh. This is strange. This is strange. So I'd like to open the position because, yeah, what is my rook doing? My bishop looks a little weird. Nah, if we trade knights off, I go into an ending where my bishop is just worse than his with these two center pawns on dark squares. So I'm gonna try and avoid that if possible. It's hard to imagine where this knight is going. Okay. D4 is my knight's destination, so we'll see if he can actually make it there. Okay. Can't I just do this? Yeah, it looks a little weakening, but at the same time, it's not really... do I do this, or... that's annoying. If I go... Yeah, I think I just have to allow this. Wait. I have a knight check. Okay, let's just allow him to take and call it even on that front. He has c5. Oof. If I take knight takes f6 check. What a bummer. What a bummer. Okay, he missed it. That's good news. Actually, I think keeping his knight here is probably the best course of action. This is going to get quite messy. I may just be losing here. I may just be losing here. Yeah, that's a possibility. This is rough. Very rough. It's hard to defuse this type of thing. And yeah, that's good. Good one, good game. Good game. All right, last time. Let's do this. Last one. Last one. Let's go. Catalan. Oh, not yet. This is Catalan. Okay. Um, okay. What I want to do here is just continue my development. But this setup has put me in a position where that is a little bit more difficult. But actually, this is fine because if he castles, I have knight g5, and then it forces him to do something he doesn't want to do. Yeah, I think knight g6 would have been better, but this is what I was hoping he'd do. So now it gets a little rough, I believe, after this. Um, hmm. Yeah, it doesn't quite work yet. I was trying to calculate some sacrifices here, but it doesn't seem to quite work. Just because this knight is here, I think. Take here. Yeah, this knight defends this g-pawn, unfortunately. And I don't have enough coordination or pieces to really continue that attack successfully, so I'm just going to go ahead and retreat. Interesting thought, though. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about a sacrifice. But didn't work. Okay, that's actually a good move. I like that move. But what if I were to ignore it to continue the pressure? Hmm. I want to bring as many pieces into this attack as possible. Whether I have to sacrifice a piece, or whether I have to sacrifice a pawn, or whatever the case may be. This is fine. This is actually helping me develop a piece that was out of play anyway. So this is fine. Now I'm threatening this pawn, which is something that my opponent should be very aware of. It's dangerous. Very dangerous. Yeah. I want a castle here. Then just start throwing pawns. Um, hmm. Ah. Yeah. Now I have to run into these checks and all that kind of stuff. Not fun. I think I'll just pre-move that. Here. 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 Yeah, this is resignable. Alrighty. My opponent has bested me in this best 2 out of 3. Who is this? tysd. Much appreciated. Good games, sir. Or madam. That was definitely a good back and forth there. I quite enjoyed that. Let's look at let's do an analysis since that was the original point of this video. Let's do a computer analysis here. And that was a justified loss. I mean, I lost on time earlier. I'm not sure where I went wrong here. Yeah, this setup was already a little sketchy. So I think what happened was I got a bit too aggressive before I had completed my development, and that ended up costing me the game. Oh no. Can I bring this back? That ended up costing me the game. My opponent defended well, nullified any attack I had, and I spent a lot of time trying to calculate an attack that just didn't work. So, yeah, I was a little bit too aggressive there. Okay, so what does the computer say? So it says I had an advantage somewhere around here. So let's check that out. So this was a mistake because I just get the pawn back, I guess. Castle. Oh no. For some reason lichess is crashing my Chrome browser here. So after castles, knight g5, g6, h4, h6, and knight gf3, I'm just winning here. Well, I have a +1 advantage. After c5, I have a +2 advantage. But I should have just taken the pawn. I should have just taken the pawn. And can I see the line here? Oh, sorry. D takes c5, bishop takes. Ah, to complete the development. Ah, that's right. I have b4 to facilitate this fianchetto. Oh my goodness. Yes, that would have been nice. Okay, so jump back into the game. Take. And this is even stronger. I should have just played b4. b4. Why didn't I play b4? Okay. Still have an advantage here. And I made a mistake somewhere. So I should have played h5. And what's the point of h5? h5, g5, and then sacked. Oh, no. No. How did I miss this? Oh, wow. This is... Oh, man. How did I miss this? Okay, so let's continue this here. I'm just slowly giving away my advantage. Excellent. So at this point, I'm just losing and slowly run out of time. Okay, so I think the lesson here is don't get overzealous with attacks that don't work, and look for ways to complete your development. I was actually trying to figure that out, but for some reason I wasn't considering developing my dark square bishop via this this a1 h8 diagonal. It just wasn't in my brain. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Novice Chess, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.